Alright, what's up, y'all? Alright, what's up, y'all? Um, alright, so back at it with another video. Um, I am going to um, I'm going to tell you guys what the trucking business means to me.
A new message has arrived.
And I'm going to tell you guys why I love this job. I'm going to tell you why the experience. I'm going to tell you guys you know, how the trucking business fits into and what it did for me. I'm an introvert. And part of being an introvert, when you're retired military, you don't have family, is you need to be smart enough to look ahead. And if you don't look ahead, whoa, I gotta be in that lane. Hallelujah. If you don't look ahead, then you're not really managing your life very well. You're not. So we all gotta look at our life, add the activity to it, and then when you add the activity to it, then you should make adjustments. So I, being an introvert, I had to bail out from living up north, and I moved to Virginia. And I moved to Virginia, and when I moved to Virginia, it opened up a new door of issues when it came to me just being by myself. So I had a friend, and I asked him, he had a business. I asked him, hey man, you got a couple of hours for me? I can pick up where, do at your place, blah, 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 blah. It never happened. And so in 2015, I went and got my CDL license. And it's 2021 now, and I'm only almost 3 months in using them. I had friends that were going to help me by way of watching my dog for me while I go to, preliminary, go to the 3-month training course or whatever. That never happened. That's why I've only been using my CDL license for about 3 months now. Just coming up on 3 months. Probably 2 months and a week. So, one thing that you got to understand in life is you got to be honest with yourself. When you're honest with yourself, as I was saying, then you should make adjustments. So the trucking business offered a beautiful getaway for me. When I'm driving this truck, it's like I'm on vacation. It really is. It feels like I come to work for a vacation. As an extreme intellect, I ask individuals all the time, or should I say, I tell individuals all the time, you are the CEO of yourself and you should manage you. It's up to you to manage you, right? So if I say that, then I must exercise that perspective to myself. And so what I realized is that I was headed for a total loss of my social communication skills because I'm an introvert. And I had sold my business, so I always had money. I was always okay with my finances. But there's a balance that was missing. And what was missing in my life was interaction with people. And you really got to be careful of that. If you are just navigating yourself through life, the perspective is if you're doing the same thing this year, that you're doing last year, you're doing something different. And I believe that. I believe that you should diagnose the wrongs in your life and try to correct them. Honestly, I don't see a lot of people doing that. I see a lot of people, with them it's business as usual. They're doing no diagnosis. To them, they are perfect. And because of that, they will always be less than as a person. When I drive, my brain opens up. It feels good though. That's why I say this doesn't feel like a job. It really don't. I'm having fun. I really am. I'm having fun. I'm having fun on the job. So much to the point, I asked my dispatch yesterday, hey, next week, could you give me a ride, a load going to Florida? Yeah, I asked for a load going to Florida. Really, to sit in this truck, it's the best feeling in the world. It really is to me. To be sitting in this truck and be controlling it, and to walk up to it and make a turn and see the trailer in the mirrors, and then see the trailer straightening up, and backing this thing into a tight spot, and it's the best feeling in the world. It really is. And it's mental medicine for me. Distance warning. Wow. So that's why I love this trucking game. I love driving trucks. If you don't get anything out of what I just said, please pay attention to self-diagnosis. Pay attention to examining the track of your life, scoping your life, gauging your life. It's yours. It ain't nobody else's. The average person leaves their home wearing $1 million shirt, wearing $1 million pair of pants, looking like $1 million, and go home and out in the world with the smiley faces, and they're showing everybody just how chipper and life is all good, and they go home to a house that has no character. They go home to a house that's flat and empty. They go home to a house that explains exactly who they are. They do. If you don't get anything out of what I just said, manage your mental. Do some mental management. Because there are individuals that aren't interested in mental management. I am driving in this truck right now, and it's more mental therapy than it is anything. And I'm going to tell you why, if I can add this. I have a habit as an entrepreneur of always taking risk. This is why I always tell individuals, I'm one to bet on. Another story. I set out to be in this driver's seat this year. I said, I need to get into the driver's seat. I need to get in a truck. And that was a platinum that I set, and it happened. I did not know the mental kickback was going to be as it is now. I had no idea. I had no idea. I didn't. I had no idea that everything was. I go home and I appreciate my home more. When I go out to eat now, I appreciate the fact that, you know, I could spend $20 and say, you know, I get this money there. I appreciate the fact that I can relax now. There's a certain level of positive paranoia that this job took away. So if you don't get anything out of what I said, please, by all means, take that out of it. Because, once again, I'm sitting in this seat because, as an introvert, I looked up the road and said, I need to make changes. I need to make changes. I need to make changes. And you have to you have to know that. You have to know that. I met a lot of individuals that aren't interested in that. So you have to know that. So, hey, listen, man. Thank you guys for your time. I definitely appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. Hey, I just appreciate you guys listening to me. All right? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.